Hello guys, it's Lotech Gaming. So we are here on the dev server for what is it? It's update 22. Yeah, so this is like the dev server for the update 22. And yeah, no, a lot of stuff has changed. I mean, there's like a bunch of stuff that they've changed, but I think at least in my opinion, just going through everything, the biggest changes are the capital system, the capital city system, and then it's the quality of life features. So, quality of life, what does this mean? So now, essentially, you can hover over a city or a town, take a look, and see what they have. Essentially, it gives you a stack of how many soldiers. Actually, here, let's see. Why don't we return to our home island, and then we're going to transfer over to our actual, port base. Let's see, let's go to Callahan's Passage, because we love Callahan's Passage. Let's take a look here. Yeah, no, it gives you a detailed look at everything inside the actual port base, which is kind of interesting. Like, I could take my... Okay, so, let's see... Yeah, so this is what's there right now. Take this. Does it have to be submitted, though? Maybe I have to submit it. Let's see, though. So, submit, start by items. I guess it doesn't tell me about the pistol, I guess, because the pistol is there. Does it have to be, I guess... It might have to be something of significant value, probably. Let's test this out. We get like what is this? Events log. Oh, it tells you what people have actually picked up, apparently. So you can figure out who's been taking what. That's kind of cool. So you can keep track of the different things. Bunch of upgrade pods here. Don't we have enough to build anything. Let's see. Build a crate of something. Sure, crate of revolvers. Let's do it. 50 seconds. Everything seems to be about the same. What else did they change here? I have the notes on a separate screen. What is it? So here's something about FOBs and change. I guess that's not the case. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Let's look at that over here. So apparently you can push. Let me get a. Oh, hello. Okay, no worries. Let's see. Oh yeah, same here, same here. Let's see. So we dump all this stuff over here and push Shift E. Oh, cool. So yeah, so it allows for me to choose between all the different items here. So I can choose between the pistol, the hammer, the fuel. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Alright. Well, I could just spam that, but if you push Shift E, lets you choose. I wonder if there has to be... Okay, so there has to be like multiple different options. Okay, so it tells you when there's like a bunch of items in between that you can toggle between. Alright, that's kind of cool. Let's see. I'm just wondering if there's like a item. What is it? If there's like an item minimum you have to have before it actually shows up on the map or the little thing. Let's see. Yeah, so I just submitted. Yeah, there are the revolvers, and yep, there they go. They showed up. Alright, so I guess it might just be pistols or so, I guess. It shows that there's no ammunition, but it does show that there are revolvers there. That's really cool. And you can see how I don't even have a radio on my person, so anyone can actually look and get intel on this, even on safe houses. I'm not sure about FOBs. Let's see here. Yeah, so it shows things for like mines as well. So if we actually got these rebuilt, we would be able to actually see the... What is it? We'd be able to see the actual progress on what it's making, as well as what other stuff is there, essentially. As well as what facilities it has, whether or not it's an advanced mine or not. It shows storage as well, right? No, it's the vehicle factory. What is the storage depot? Yeah, so storage depot doesn't have anything in it. But if we did have crates in here, we'll be able to look at the... Yeah, we would be able to look at all the different crates inside, which is kind of cool. What else? Okay, so it also shows vehicle blueprints as well. So I don't think we have any blueprints in these vehicle factories, I believe. Yeah, I think they're completely empty. Yeah, alright. Oh, so that's really cool. So this feature actually does help you out in determining just what is there, what is not there, essentially. This is really cool. What else do we have? So motorboats can be built on any region. I mean, I think we don't have any B-mans to actually build one, but the context is there. I think, at least for this map, yeah, there's like no liquid water sources. All of it is ice, but I'm just trying to think where you would actually use them, I guess. I mean, I guess you could use them here, use them in... No, because I think this river is completely frozen, so maybe to get across... They'll be more useful down here if you're on that coast, getting across the little regions over here. They make... Hold on, let's quickly check that out. Let's return home here. No, because I think they made some map changes as well. Yeah, I think they made some map changes. Let's check that out. Because I think they made some land bridges here in Phoenix. I mean, I don't remember them having that in update 21. I think they made some land bridges here. Oh, they also... What the heck is this? Alright, let's go down there and check it out. Yeah, we're just gonna walk over there. No, because I'm actually... These terrain changes or so, they really affect the game in a big way. So let's actually go ahead and check this out. This should be interesting. We're just kind of just exploring this, you know, just casually going around. I don't remember this mountain face being so high. Nice little ledge. You could use this for a high ground on opponents over here. Let's see, the road should be, yeah, so the road is right over there. They still have the high ground over here, kind of just like a little, not a valley or so. I need to brush up on my geography. Alright, so you cross this bridge over here. That doesn't exist. We'll just go ahead and just jump down over here. Just, oh god, wait, I was about to say, I'm low on stamina. I thought I was going to just drown there. Alright, so you cross the bridge, and... Huh, alright. So there's like a little swamp area over here now. Kind of interesting. It looks like you could also access this from the other side as well, so there's like two ways to get in. Alright. It's knee-high water, so you can actually... It's like a little island over here, a little plateau. Yeah, it looks like you have to like ford your way across. I guess vehicles can get through quite easily, but I guess this does add another choke point. Can you hide in these? I can't crouch. Okay, so I guess you can't hide in this bushry over here. I think it's just because it's in water. Yeah, okay. Guess we can't hide in those. Yeah, that's... Oh, a boat. Nice. Going to liberate this. Of course it doesn't have any fuel. No, there's one thing about the dev branch, just the fact that it, yeah, no, they just have, like, these random vehicles just lying about that you can use. Like, I think if you go to the core cities, you can even find tanks there. Get a little bit more stamina. Alright, across. Let's go take a look at Mala very quickly. So I want to... Let's see how that is now, because I kind of liked how you could go to Mala, but like it was just like a choke point there. I guess they're trying to make more areas of, you know, of opening, I suppose, into the core area and vice versa. Which is alright, I don't know. Probably almost killed myself trying to make that jump. But, I don't know. It's interesting, but I don't know. I guess I do have to say trying to fight through choke points is not fun. Simply because of the fact that choke points normally don't end well, especially when you have parity of forces. Like, unless we can get a situation where we can get thousands of people on each map, where you're just limited by actual people you can get playing for a faction, in most cases or so, in high intensity areas or so, you just have parity of forces in most areas or so, depending on just organization at that point. Alright, so, yep, so, this is like this entire, like, lowland or low water area that you can walk across now. I mean, it's ridiculously long. Like, you would think, like, these areas over here would be bad. No, this is worse. Like, it's just, like, probably like 100 meters. Well, not 100 meters. Oh yeah, like at least like 20 or 30 or maybe 40 meters of just walking across this swampland. Oh, there's a motorcycle there. Oh, and there's a boat there as well. Probably none of these have fuel in it. It'd be nice if they did. Really, they're locked? Oh, and this one has fuel. I think it's too far inland. Yeah, so it's stuck. Alright. Alright, so yeah, actually, let's check out that area, because this makes another flanking route into getting to this bridge area, because beforehand you could only get here through the bridge to the south over here. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see, oh yeah, there it is. But now there's like 2 routes to get in, basically. But this also means that any attack on Mala can be repelled by forces easily from this position over here. So it's a double-edged sword, I suppose. More flanking routes, but more ways to actually get from one location to the other. As I can remember my force over here, trying to get over here to Mala and having to go all the way around. And just being like, yeah, we're just not going to make it in time. Alright, so let's take a look. It's like a random CV. Oh, so they actually we can now look at this. Yeah, so it's also for FOBs. This one's like sunken in. Oh, who's going out making all these? Oh, this one has fuel. We're in business. Alright, so there's like this glitchy swampy section over here. No, because the road isn't here anymore. Alright, so it shouldn't be on the map. Oh, I can't even get out. Come on. I think the motorcycle might be stuck. I might have to just wiggle my way out of here. Alright, so like I'm stuck. Yeah, that thing's just shaking all around. Alright, so this road is gone, essentially. It doesn't exist anymore. Let me just go up that hill to confirm, but yeah, this road is gone. This riverway kind of... This is why I really feel like they have to update these maps more, because, like, according to the map, I should be on a road pathway right now. Well, none exists. I mean, this is the, you know, test branch, of course. But yeah, so the road just ends when you get here. They should just have it cut off over here. So now, if you're launching an attack over here, you kind of have to go all the way around. You can't, I guess, cut through here to go through the swamp area, but this area seems glitchy to vehicles. They need to fix that, because a battle tank getting stuck over there would make even me just, like, rage quit right there, because that would be quite sad. I'd probably cry a little bit. I think that's really all the big things. So, I mean, you can make boats everywhere. What else? Yeah, they raised the, wait, where are we at again? Oh, we're right on the fuel. We can't see ourselves because we're on the fuel node? Okay. Interesting. Like, our icon should probably go on the other side, I would imagine. Anyway, let's... I thought there was like a vehicle coming in. Let's take a look at the... I think we already took a look at the factory, so... But apparently they increased the... Was it the inventory size of the actual factories? Yeah, so there's like a manufacturing plant there. Let's take a quick look at that. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. So the... I mean, I'll talk about the biggest feature in a second, but I just want to quickly just finish looking around here. Got myself stuck. Strategically deployed tree over there. Oh, so this factory just does not exist. Fun. Alright. So, yeah, so apparently they increased the amount of stuff you can put inside a factory, which is kind of cool. But I guess to close this off, as I think that's most of the things on face value, so a little exploration. I guess I'll just rant on about the biggest change, in my opinion. So now, all these cities have victory. They have victory cities, which is essentially, or they have capital cities, and you just have to capture those or so. So it's reduced the. I mean, with the exception of Legion Trail, I think they just haven't gotten around to fixing that yet. But yeah. So now they all have a city that you just need to capture. Essentially, that counts towards the overall conquest victory. Let's see here. So that would be... Oh, okay, so it would be this one over here. It would be... I can't even see the name of the city. Like, it's like hidden behind that. Okay, like, I need to turn off, like, all this to see it. Yeah, so let's take over this position over here, which is... That's alright. No, it's equal distance away from both. Yeah, that's perfectly balanced. What else? I'm trying to push world map. Alright. So we have ore breakers. Well, it is this one over here. That's not really fair, as it's really a little closer to the Colonial one, really. Alright, Tempest Island's obviously going to be this city over here. So, yeah, that's cool. Did they add a land? Gotta check that out in a second. What else? Yeah, so this is actually... Okay, so this one's like a good distance away. Longstone, I could see that being like the capital, so... Hotlands, Loftmile... I mean, it's just so close that it could be taken very easily. What is it? I think this is Spire, I believe. Oh, Century. Alright, so this is Century. Yeah, Century is quite a distance away. You have to cross a bridge, go through like all these towns, across these rivers over here. Very well fortified. What else? So obviously the ones in the center areas over here are going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be, of course, you know, Saltbrook, what is it? Abandoned Ward, and then Jade Cove. Those are like the capital cities over here. Makes sense. This is heavily fortified. It's basically the back Like, you really have to take care of, like, almost all these cities in order to get over there. So that's going to be quite a handful. Overlook Hill is really close. Like, I think maybe Lochan would have been better. Like, I really feel like these should be further. And then, I think this is Crow's Rest. Which is meh, really. Like, what is it? I feel like the new system is better because of the fact that instead of having to capture all these cities and upgrade them, you just have to capture 12 victory towns, which is nice. I'm not... let me just go through the notes right here. Victory towns, capture capital cities. Yeah, so I think this one just has to be claimed. I'm not entirely sure if it has to be upgraded to tier 3. It hasn't been kind of specified in the dev notes. I do like this. I do like this for like the giant urban areas over here. I just wish that maybe in another update that they turn whatever they... Well, if they keep the system, because they said that it was experimental, so I hope it stays because it kind of just makes more sense to have capital cities. I'd rather have it where, like, it was the port bases themselves or so, or like here's an idea. Here's an idea. So we take the port base and we eliminate it. We eliminate the port base and we instead have a... Well, we have the port base, so, but we have it where these are instead the capital cities, essentially. You can capture these, and these are just like these heavily armored fortresses. They're not invincible, but they can be taken, essentially. And just have it where you can completely take over the home regions if, you know... I mean, like, it would defaultly go back to this. So say, like, this was destroyed and it moved the capital to, like, say Spade or so for the default deployment or so. And then you take back the port base. It goes back to the port base, of course. But the port base, instead of just being this random base, like, let's see. Let me just return home while I'm ranting. But instead of having it, well, it's just like this random military position or so, have it, well, like, it's a spiraling city like Jade Cove, essentially. Or like Saltbrook. Well, it's just like this nice, fleshed out city or so. Military hub with like a capital that you have to take over. Something along those lines. Because, like, I feel like it would have more of an impact if the final bases that you have to capture are, in fact, the actual main hubs, essentially, of the war effort itself, instead of these random cities. I mean, I guess this is actually a decently fleshed out city. Overlook, I guess these are good cities, I suppose. Crow's Nest, not that really. I mean, Dylan's Crest is a little bit better, but Crow's Nest isn't really that fleshed out. Longstone is a good city. Loft Mile's okay, I guess. I actually haven't looked at what is this called again? Century, as literally it's so deep in colonial territory that I've never been there since the urbanization update. Like, I think the furthest I've gone into Umbra Wildwood would have to be, I guess, Thunderfoot's in that one operation over there. But I feel like the main city here would be like maybe Hermit's Rest or maybe the Foundry or so. But I feel like they should make it so like the urbanization is on par with Abandoned, you know, with Abandoned Ward and Jade Cove, I guess. But I do hope that they keep it or so. Eos is just an urban paradise or so, or nightmare depending on if you're attacking it. But yeah, no, I do like the idea of it. We'll have to see how it works. But there's also something else I need to point out as well. The fact that, so essentially the way it's designed currently right now with 12 or so, you have to capture all the posts. Of course, when you get access to rockets or so, basically, you can take out a maximum of 4 of these, bringing it down to a total of 8. Which is kind of interesting. I could see, what is it? Actually, yeah, so if a faction captures most of these over here, like Fairnet Coast, Endless Shore, and just holds these over here, they can just, what is it, nuke the home regions and then just take over the islands, or vice versa, take out the islands and then just take over the home regions. Whatever takes place first, essentially. I think, what is it? In terms of actual design, now I'm just ranting. It's fun. Bear with me here. But it would be interesting if these port bases weren't immune, essentially. Like, they could be taken out, or so it just took a long time. But these areas could just be completely taken over as well. Just because of the fact that it would be nice to see giant... It would be hard with the low population counts, but it would be nice to see giant amphibious assaults launched from, like, other regions or so brought over here. To, like, just open the gates again or so. Because I find the port bases to be kind of just like, this one dead end that allows for regions to be contested over and over. I mean, currently with the population we have right now, they're not really needed, as locking down maps or so won't lock out really any players. And that's simply due to the fact that we have such a low population count. Now, where we can fit most, if not the entire population on a map, well, actually 2 maps, without really that much concern. So, like, the whole spanning war, so it's kind of meaningless now. So, this would be necessary back in December, so now it just seems off-putting, I guess. But, I don't know. It would be interesting if we could increase the player count on regions, have it where we have more, more fleshed out capture points or so. If we do have the capital city become like a standard mode. But then we also have the ability to just completely capture out islands and then just have to, like, sally forth and try and recapture them in large-scale invasion assaults, essentially. And forget the population cap back again, but we'll have to see what happens with that. But no, yeah, the update actually seems really good. It's a logistical, well, it's a largely, driver's dream, essentially. He doesn't have to guess what's out there now, which is awesome. And we'll have to see how the victory points or the capital city experimental mode works, essentially. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Kind of want to see what happens with this. Alright, well, I'm going to try this out or so for, like, maybe the next dev blog or so. See if you guys like it while I'm just, like, going around just doing everything instead of having all these different edits with me just, like, just explaining what's going on, I suppose. Let's see which one is more preferred, I suppose. I want to try new things. That's a lot of slots. But yeah, no, tell me what you guys think. The dev branch is up, essentially, as this video is going to go out on the 16th, I believe. Yeah, I'm recording this on the 15th or so. So this should be up on the 16th. Yeah, go ahead and check out the dev blog or so. I'll probably put a link to the notes for the dev branch or so in the description. And as always, take care, and I'll catch you guys next time.